Crashes have claimed the lives of 3 people in separate accidents on the roads today. A driver died in Mount Maunganui after the vehicle left the road. Now it appears the driver there may have suffered a medical event. In Manawatu, a 2-vehicle crash has left 1 person dead. 4 others have been injured, 2 of them seriously. And 1 person has died in a serious crash just south of Foxton. Both lanes of State Highway 1 there are still blocked. So do be careful if you're going through that area. And of course in North Taranaki there was a crash on State Highway 3. This is at Moko. 5 people there may have been seriously injured. We'll try to get more information about that. That road, State Highway 3 at Moko, is currently completely blocked. We haven't heard anything more recently from the police. There's no diversions in place, so do avoid that area as well. Now, all around this, last year, 380 people died on our roads. That was the highest road toll since 2009. You'll remember that it prompted Associate Transport Minister Julianne Genter to announce that she wanted a target of 0 deaths on New Zealand roads. So far this year, the toll updated today has reached 282. That's 2 higher than the toll this time last year. It appears in general, the police back up, that drivers still aren't getting the basics like wearing seatbelts and staying away from their mobile phones. Reporter Charlie Dreaver and visual journalist Richard Tindiller went to a checkpoint in Petone to see for themselves and filed this report.
Motorists are heading home this sunny evening in Petone, but the Wellington District's road policing officers' work has just begun.
So with this particular checkpoint, we have an officer who we call a spotter. He's further down the road from us and he is looking for any offences. We then have the rest of our team up here on Hutt Road at Riddler's Crest, and this is the area that we'll be stopping the drivers and having a talk to them on the side of the road.
Looking at the vehicles myself, I struggle to see who's wearing a seatbelt and who has a phone in their lap. But eagle-eyed Sergeant Lawrence Vortier knows exactly what to look out for.
So I've just actually seen a passenger pull his seatbelt on in front of me, so he's seen me and he's put his seatbelt on in this black car that's coming past me now, so I'm going to call the details through for that. I've got one for you. It's a black coloured live-in. One passenger in the seatbelt, and now they just put it on.
And only about half an hour into the checkpoint, the road policing team has their hands full.
So I've got 5 staff down the road. And we're that busy at the moment that with all of our staff currently are tied up with a driver each for not wearing a seatbelt.
We see lots of pie eating and a few false alarms where people are fiddling with charges and the like. Not ideal, but not enough to merit being slapped with an $80 cell phone fine or $150 for not wearing a seatbelt. But nothing is quite as bizarre as what Sergeant Lawrence Vortier came across recently.
Just on the weekend I stopped a driver that had a full-size dog over her lap and the dog was hanging out the driver's window. And that was, for her, was quite common and quite normal, just to have a full-size pet on her lap while she was driving at 100 k's an hour down the motorway.
However, as comical as that sounds, the police say it's no laughing matter. The area covered by the checkpoint tonight has had 30 crashes, including 2 serious ones since 2001, 23 of which were at the intersection opposite a Kmart. Yet shockingly, while filming, Senior Constable Rob Taylor stops a car with an entire family not wearing seatbelts.
Dad's not wearing a seatbelt and all the kids not wearing a seatbelt, aged 7, 9 and 13. So yeah, it's a bit of a concern. You know, the example being led by the parent is let them down, really.
In the space of an hour, Sergeant Vortier's team catch 6 people driving while using their phones and 12 who don't have their seatbelts on. He says the crashes he's attended where seatbelts weren't worn don't end well for anyone.
I've even been to minor crashes where, say, the people had sustained injuries, but it's been as a result of them not wearing the seatbelt. They've hit the windscreen or the steering wheel or the dashboard. And you talk to these drivers after the crash and they've got broken ribs and they've hit their head, and they realise after the fact that actually if they had their seatbelt on, they might not have stopped the crash, but it certainly would have actually prevented them getting injured.
Which means until everyone gets the message, teams like Sergeant Vortier's will be hitting the roads for the foreseeable future. At Petone Checkpoint, for Checkpoint, Charlie Dreaver.
And you can catch up and play back that report by Charlie and Richard. It's going to be on our Facebook page, on our website, rnz.co.nz/checkpoint. It's a video report with pics and interviews with the policemen there at that checkpoint in Petone. I encourage you to go and check it out.